I hate that I have to make this video, but in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the issues I've run into with the EUFY Security Cameras. So stick around until the end to hear all of my gripes and why you should consider looking at some alternative options for a security camera. Let's dive into it. Before I dive too far into this video, if you're new here, welcome. This is Arlo Reviews. My name is Keli'i. I am the host on this channel and the person that has owned EUFY cameras for the past few years and have actually loved them. I've loved these cameras. I've advocated for them. Not once have they ever sponsored any of our videos. They've never sent us any products. And so that's a quick little hey, just so you know, those past videos were my genuine, authentic experience with the products. And today I have an unfortunate update. So first off, let's dive into security. Ironic, right? You'd expect a security camera to be, well, secure, right? But EUFY has some troubling lapses. Over the past year or so, I've accumulated some data, some information, some gripes that I've gotten myself and from other customers who have purchased and own EUFY cameras currently right now, or have just been previous customers. Now, number one, it's going to be that data privacy concerns. That's a pretty big one. So did you know that there have been multiple reports of unauthorized access to EUFY security cameras? Imagine someone halfway across the world watching your footage. That's a big no in my book. And there have been multiple cases of this happening. Now, I don't know if that's ever happened with my personal footage, but the fact that it's out there and it's actually happening and they have not denied it and they've apologized about it and then not fixed it is a pretty big red flag. We've got companies like Arlo, Ring, Nest, Blink. They've definitely gotten much better security on system. And here's a great example. I've got some data here that I've pulled up for you. Arlo has a solid reputation for data security with advanced encryption and two-factor authentication. According to customer reviews on Trustpilot, over 85% of users feel secure knowing their data is protected from unauthorized access. Here's another one, Ring. Despite some privacy hiccups in the past, because they've also had some, Ring has significantly improved end-to-end encryption and is now standard. Over 70% users on Amazon appreciate the added security features that help keep their footage private. And then, of course, the last one I want to call out really quick, and I'm sharing this because of the fact that these are options that you can consider. I didn't want to throw this in your face and then leave you with absolutely nothing. The last one, I'll pull it up here as well, Nest. Nest's integration with Google Security Framework ensures robust data protection, and in a survey by Consumer Reports, 90% of Nest users reported high satisfaction with the privacy and security features provided by the cameras. So right at the top is definitely Nest. And I'd love to get more information on Blink on there, but I really just wanted to focus in on these three because they're just well known. Blink is pretty well known as well, but I know they've also got some of their issues that they're running into as well. So that is my first concern that I wanted to address, is that data privacy concern. Number two, this is a funny one because this is something that I did that EUFY did really well, and that is the limited cloud storage options. Now, keep in mind, EUFY, you do not have to pay for any subscription fees to have full access to all of the features that are available on your EUFY security cameras and be able to have full access to your actual memory. You can get like a home base, and the home base 2 and the home base 3 are expandable for the most part. Home base 3 obviously is going to have a bigger expansion option. And it also comes with AI detection compatibility features that makes it even more convenient with more stuff. But when it comes to the actual limited cloud storage options, I'll tell you what I wrote down here. EUFY advertises no monthly fees, which is something I always toot about. And I still love that part. But their cloud storage options are severely limited compared to other brands. And if you ever lose your footage due to the device getting damaged, there's no easy recovery. And that's actually going to be something else I touch on in the further part of the video. But it is like, that's all you get. That's whatever you have on the unit itself. Hopefully you had the option to put in an external SD card, because that is something that offers on majority of the EUFY cameras. You can put in either an external SD card or an external micro SD card, which makes it so that you could potentially retrieve some of the data if your device did get damaged, as long as the SD card didn't get damaged. But here is something that a lot of the competitors are able to toot about from their customers themselves. So first, I'm going to do it again. Arlo, Ring, and Nest versus Arlo. Arlo offers a variety of cloud storage plans with flexible pricing. Users on CNET rate Arlo's storage options highly, with over 80% noting that the continuous recording and long-term storage options gives them peace of mind. And that is a pretty huge win on Arlo's part. I'm just going to keep on going. Ring provides affordable cloud storage plans starting as low as $3 a month, with 75% of users on Amazon leaving reviews highlighting the value of Ring's cloud storage, with many appreciating the 60-day video history. 60 days. Now, keep in mind, the footage that I end up getting, if I don't need that specific piece of footage, I wipe the whole camera off. And if there's a piece of footage that I do need, I end up saving it to my device and putting it onto an external drive, because I know it's going to run out of space within the next 3 days to potentially a week. Now, there are the options with my compatible EUFY Security cameras to connect to the home base, and the ones that are able to connect to the home base, I will send the data there as well to keep it there if I ever need to review some of the footage and save which ones I think I need. But beyond that fact, I do have to format a lot of the EUFY security footage, unfortunately. And the last one is Nest. Nest Aware plans offer comprehensive cloud storage options with continuous 24/7 recording available. According to reviews on Best Buy, 88% of the customers were satisfied with the extensive storage and video history, citing it as a key reason for choosing Nest. And I did work inside of Best Buy stores back in the day, and I can tell you this right now, Nest is probably the highest, most touted security camera option available within the stores, and they are plastered all throughout the store. And so are the other two options that I've mentioned so far. So it's no surprise that these are the ones that I am sharing with you, and that when I've done my research, these are the ones that came up continuously over all the competitors. And number 3 brings me to the reliability issues that I've ran into personally with the EUFY security cameras. I've had numerous instances where the camera will just not record something. It straight up has a moment. I write by the camera and it doesn't catch me. It doesn't send me a notification, doesn't give me a heads up, which the first time it happened, I was like, hello? Time I walked by it, and maybe 5 minutes later, it finally went off and notified me. So super late response time. This isn't every single time, but this happens way more often than it should. And if you're somebody that's relying on this for intruders and you need that quick, instantaneous notification, this unfortunately forces me to tell you, you might want to consider other alternatives. I have used the Blink security cameras, and they are instantaneous. I had cameras set up side by side, and the Blink will always notify me before the EUFY security camera. And I've even reduced the Blink notification sensitivity. I've kept EUFYs at the highest possible, and Blink always notifies me faster. And of course, let's go down the 3. We've got Arlo, Ring, and Nest. Arlo is praised for its reliability with minimal downtime and consistent performance. On sites like TechRadar, over 85% of users mentioned that Arlo cameras performed reliably even in adverse weather conditions, and reported fewer than 5% experiencing connectivity issues. We did have a few snowstorms this past year, and the cameras did pretty darn good when it came to the actual cold weather and the snowstorms themselves. The one thing I did notice is my doorbell got absolutely hammered with the cold, so it did have to get charged more frequently than I expected, but at the same time, it also didn't have to get charged as much because we weren't getting nearly as much activity going up to the front door. So there was that half and half there, and I can't fully ding it on that, but I just thought it was really interesting how quickly the batteries just kind of dry in the cold weather. Ring known for the reliability, performance, and quick motion detection. In a study by PCMag, 82% of the users reported positive experience with Ring's reliability, highlighting the consistent performance and dependable real-time notifications. Nest cameras have a reputation of high reliability with continuous recording and minimal downtime. According to customers' feedback on Google Reviews, 90% of users noted that their Nest cameras performed exceptionally well with very few reporting connectivity problems. Again, I did mention Blink is another alternative. There's also the Wise camera. They have paid subscriptions to be able to take full advantage of all of their features. But as far as it goes with reliability, unfortunately, I have to say EUFY is not always the most reliable security camera, especially when comparing them to some of the competitors out there. Again, I still love my security cameras, but these are the gripes that I'm sharing that I've experienced with these things, with these cameras, unfortunately. Let's keep going to my last gripe. Good luck getting customer support when you're trying to use the EUFY support app or the EUFY support email or the EUFY support chat, whatever thing on the website itself. They're super unresponsive. When you need them the most, they're like no help. When in comparison to other companies and competitors like Arlo, Ring, Blink, and Nest, you've got 24/7 support, you've got on-demand customer support with there, and it just drives me crazy that in this area, in today's world, in 2024, we still have such low customer service experiences with a well-known company like EUFY, who is owned by a company as big as Anker. So just my little gripe there on that one. But I'm going to go and read these off for you. These are some of the notes that I've placed on the side for each of the other companies that are competing against EUFY. Arlo offers 24/7 customer support with quick response times. On the Better Business Bureau, which is the BBB, 80% of the customer reviews praised Arlo for their responsive and effective customer service, citing helpful interactions and timely solutions. Ring provides extensive customer support, including phone, chat, and email options on platforms like Reddit. 75% reported positive experiences with Ring's customer support, appreciating the wide availability of contact methods and thorough online help resources. Nest, of course, offers robust customer support with various contact options and detailed online resources. According to Trustpilot, 85% of users reported satisfaction with Nest's customer service, mentioning prompt responses and effective problem resolutions. And those are my main gripes. Those are the 4 big main gripes. If there's anything that you want to go back and listen to, feel free to go ahead and do that. Now, keep in mind, this is just my personal experience, my personal, thoughts and opinions and things that I've collected over the years. And I've been having this video in the making for some time now because I've had comments on my EUFY product reviews. And people have been saying things like about the security issues and what about the crappy customer support and what about all this other stuff. And so I really wanted to go find out for myself, I was blissfully using these products, just being super excited about the no subscription option and how easy it was for me to just set them up and use them. I had to find out for myself. So I'm not saying that these are terrible cameras and that you shouldn't get them and that EUFY's horrible and whatnot. EUFY is definitely working on things. They are sending out acknowledgments, at least, to customers. But at this point, you have lots of other options. There's tons of different competitors out there. If you're looking for something more specific and you're fine with paying for a subscription fee, great option. And so is Arlo and a couple of the other ones. They have super low barriers to entry when it comes to the subscription fees. They come with tons of extra support, features, and all that other good stuff. But if you are somebody that just needs a really easy security camera that you just set up and have out in the chicken coop area or out in the back by looking at the barn or whatever it might be, cameras, I think personally are still a great option for those easy set it and forget it, especially when it comes to the solar security camera options. So I'm going to keep it at that, folks. If you want to watch my other videos where I actually do deeper dive into the alternatives like the Blink security cameras, feel free to check out that one over there. Don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate you checking out the video. Mahalo as always, folks. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Aloha. Chee.